Uh, I sparred with I don't know if you know him, Jesse Magdaleno,
Yeah, yeah.
and Valdez was there, but Valdez had seen me spar, and he sent out a tweet that said, what it say? It say, damn, what did he say? Oh, Shakur Stevenson, the future of boxing, or something like that.
Okay. So he co-signed you during that time. Right.
Yeah,
So now you vacated your belt at 126, correct?
yeah,
And he did the same thing.
yeah,
So now he went up and wait to fight at 130, and he fought Burchell, and he beat him.
yeah, yep.
So why wouldn't it make sense for you to be next?
I mean, it make all the sense in the world. I don't think it don't make no sense. I think the first name that he came up with right after the fight was my name. And even when he was doing his interviews, getting ready for the fight, he said, "Okay, we know all these dudes in the weight class, but I really want Shakur Stevenson." So, I mean, he called my name back. Like I called his name first, so he answered the phone call. So now it's all with business. Now we gotta see whenever he's ready, coming off that fight that he just had.
Right.
He the champ, whatever terms he want, everything good. I'm fine with that.
So, and that's what I was going to say. You don't have an ego. You just want to get in there and do what you do.
Now to be the champ, you gotta beat the champ. So at the end of the day, you gotta respect what he just did, and he went at the number one guy in the division and beat him with an upset win. So at the end of the day, he the champ. I respect it. I don't got nothing bad to say. I'm just ready to fight.
Now, so what do you think that he did great, that he did different in that fight than he normally fights?
I think that he changed his whole style up. I think that he got a tremendous corner with Canelo team.
Right.
He turned to a boxer. Like that threw me off. Like I never really seen him box. So he turned into a boxer. And I think that's what got him to win that fight. Because if he'd have stand there and traded with that guy, it probably been a whole different fight. But he played it smart and did what he had to do. But you got to understand, like it's a difference between a guy, big guy, strong guy coming forward and don't really got defense and just taking punches constantly, with somebody like me who know what I'm doing. I got ring IQ, I got speed, I got power,
right?
Everything. So it's a big difference. That's all I'm gonna say.
But so what? If you're in it, just put yourself in his shoes, right, in his corner. How does he beat you? Because he can't outbox you.
You said what? I can't hear you. You cut out.
I said, how does he beat you? He can't outbox you. So how does he beat you?
I mean, with that fight, see, I ain't gonna get too much details, but what I'm gonna say is, you right about that. He can't outbox me, but he gonna have to come in there and make it a fight. But what people gonna expect from me, they gonna expect me moving around the ring, boxing, and it's not gonna be that kind of fight. That's all I'm gonna say. It ain't gonna be that kind of fight. I know. I seen a lot when he fought Saturday. I seen a lot. Like, I seen a lot that he don't know how to take. Like that's all I'm gonna say. So
right. Okay.
Feel me? Like the fight is gonna be moving around the ring and trying to get away from him, and it's not gonna be that kind of fight.
Because I did a post. I said the people that don't believe what I'm saying about the stylistically how you match up would beat him, in my opinion, in boxing. The first thing that they would say is that you ran, should you win on points. Now, I just want to say this. I've been a fan of Oscar Valdez forever because his heart is huge.
Yeah.
I mean, the kid is a warrior. He is no two ways about it. But when I look at boxing, I dissect it, right? And why would you go fight his fight when you can fight your fight?
Now you gotta understand, boxing is like, you feel me? It's the art of hitting and not getting hit. I know I get with like somebody like you saying, but you gotta also understand I see certain things. I watch certain things. Valdez is a front runner. Valdez is the type of fighter he want to come out and get off first, and he loads up on a lot of big punches where it's like he take a lot of energy and steam off his own shots, and he start gassing out, and that's what you're going for me. That's gonna play a big part when he fights somebody like me.
Right. And so, how realistic is this fight, or how possible is this fight to be made?
Now this ain't one of them fights that you feel me that somebody talk about it and be like, oh, this is not gonna happen or this can't happen. We both with top rank. He just got the WBC title. I'm the number one. I should be the number one whenever they update the rankings, but I was the number 2 behind him. So now I should be moving to number 1 now. I think it's a fight that is clearly gotta happen. There's nothing else to it.
But now, if you look at the way the WBC move in respect to them, who would be? I mean, you were supposed to be moved up, but wouldn't make you the mandatory, right?
Yeah, not yet.
Right.
I think like 9 months.
Gotcha.
It's too hard. I mean, like I said, I don't think it's too hard because it's like a fight that he verbally said he won. He done said plenty times after the fight. He done said my name several times. It's a fight he said he won. I say I want the fight. I think that's a big fight that need to happen. And
again, for the record, for everybody that's watching, you're not coming in with an ego. You're not saying A side, B side. You're not doing all that crap. You're saying, put me in the ring and let me work.
That's exactly what I'm saying. I don't care where it's at. I don't care like what's going on. I just know like pay me good money, pay me what I deserve.
Right.
Be fighting. It ain't nothing else to it.
Right. And do you have a relationship with him outside of?
When I used to be around him, because I fought on my pro debut on his card.
Right.
But back in the to like talk to him, he was cool. People was like, he a good dude. I ain't got nothing like bad to say about him. He a good dude.
And that's what I said. And people, I support you, I can't support him. That's not the case. Yeah. The fact of the matter is, I just think that you're a more proficient boxer. Yeah. And boxing is the sweet science. Yeah. Before this getting with Reynoso, he had a straightforward style, almost Mexican style. He would bang and then get banged, and he would bang and get banged. I love that style for him and what he did. And I also congratulate him for going to Reynoso and adding the boxing to his repertoire. Yeah. Because it takes a lot to do that, to go away from what you do to do something else that somebody want to tell you to do. But would you stand there and bang with him? Nah, I'm not a banger. First off, like when they say banging is like you hit me, I hit you. Right. I'm not a fighter. I'd never be that kind of fighter. This is a dangerous sport. I got a long career ahead of me. I know, like, you feel me? So when I say that I'm gonna go in there and you're not gonna see me doing too much moving around, that don't mean I'm gonna stand right there. Right. And for him to punch back and I punch back at him, we go back and forth like robots. That'd never be my style. So right. If you're a fan of boxing, you know the best boxers is the boxers who know how to hit and don't get hit. Like I said, I'm a boxer puncher too, so at the end of the day, he gonna feel something too. Right. And you got enough to keep him honest, so he won't be walking up in there, or anybody, not just him, they'll never walk up in there and just say, I don't care about what he's throwing. I'm going to just walk right through and you'll never see that with me. Okay, somebody said I was lagging, but I don't know how. But here's my other question to you. What do you say to the people that claim you don't have a deep resume, so you shouldn't get the fight? I mean, them people just like casuals. Them not people who really like watch boxing. Right. If you know my journey, you know, I had my step up fight with Chris Diaz. I got in there, did my thing with him. You know, I fought Joette. We was both undefeated fighters. He was a young prospect, also on the come up. Right. No this.
And I was Valdez mandatory for that fight. I was the
Right.
man to fight Valdez. Valdez knew I was his mandatory. Valdez said, I will stay at 126 to fight Josh Warrington and Leo Santa Cruz, but he wouldn't stay to fight me.
You. Right.
So that tells you everything why I deserve that fight. That's a main reason why I deserve that fight. We got unfinished business. It's
So
that we need to handle.
So do you think your gift is your curse? Because you're such a proficient boxer, and a lot of people, and this is just me playing devil's advocate. A lot of people like to see the blood, the sweat, the banging. But when it comes to boxing, they go, "Oh, he's too good," or "He moves too much." Do you think your gift is your curse, or are you just gonna stick to what you do?
I disagree with that though, because if you really watch my fight, I could tell you about one or maybe two fights where I really like moved with Joette. But if you watch the last fight or the fight before my last fight, I'm
saying straightforward
to the person all night long. But you feel me? They moving around the ring, or I'm just beating them up or whatever. Like I disagree with that. Like now I agree with you. Like my gift is my curse because it's like I'm so good that I beat up on people and I make it look so easy. So now it's like, oh, this is like too easy. We don't want to watch this. We want to see him in with somebody who's gonna give him a hard time. But what they gonna also realize is like the people y'all think gonna give me a hard time is gonna end up being them same fighters too. So,
and this is what I'm saying: the people that claim that you could get hurt, you can get this and that. The way I look at it is this: Burchett was supposed to be the bigger puncher out of the two. Look what the boxer did to the puncher.
Yeah.
Right? Valdez became the boxer. He outboxed him and outgunned him.
Yeah.
You have been in with guys who probably were stronger, probably was a lot of things better, but if they can't hit you, it means nothing.
Yeah, it ain't even just the defense though. Like it's about what I know. Like it's no more than that person. Like if you watch Toka Khan, like I know a lot of people might think Toka Khan not that good or whatever, but I done seen Toka Khan whoop people up in the gym that you'd think like,
yeah.
If you really go like talk to fighters and ask fighters like who know boxing, they been in the ring or whoever been in the ring with Toka Khan, they be like, damn, that dude is like a good fighter. That's like somebody you'll think like that they give me a hard time, but you go watch the fight, it's like shit, he can't really do nothing.
And this is what I'm saying. You've been in with guys on paper that was supposed to be a challenge. The problem is you're just too good. So you make it look, and I'm not saying this because I'm on with you, it's just your gift. It's you make the guys look average when they are really good guys. You know? So let me ask you a question.
Is when I get them big fights. The big fights with him, he gonna lose. And them the fights that's gonna turn me into like a superstar.
The superstar. Now, what's the short-term plan for Shakur Stevenson? If you were laying out your career, what's next for you if you can't get out this?
If it was on me right now, I'd be fighting either Valdez or Frampton next. Either or. Really, to be honest, I would rather Valdez next. But right after I fight Frampton or however, if he win his fight. So just out of them two, like in my next two fights.
That's what you want. So now let me ask you a question. Do you have your team actively pursuing either one of those fights, or is just talks between?
Nah, my team is pursuing Valdez right now. That's what we we want the Valdez fight. I mean, Bob, from what I hear, Bob is on board with it, and he think it's gonna be a very big fight. So everything should line up perfectly, long as he really want to fight.
So now I got another question. Take me 5 years in the future. Where do you end your career? Or what division are you fighting in 5 years?
Probably like 140. I'm gonna be pound for pound #1 fighter in the sport, and a superstar. I'm gonna be a superstar, brother.
All right. So is belts important to you?
Yeah, belts and legacy. But see nowadays, like people don't realize, like, see, I love belts because belts is legacy.
Right.
But you also gotta realize, like, the era we in is a lot of good fighters, like a lot of real good fighters. So sometimes the belts is like holding the big fights from happening the way that they got it set up.
Absolutely.
More so me, like, I would want the big fights over the belts just because of the fact that I know the big fights is what's going to turn me into a superstar. It was going to make me a legend in the sport. That's what happened with like the Sugar Ray Leonards, and that he had to fight the Roberto Durans or the Marvin Haglers and them kind of guys. So like I ain't one of those fighters who like thinking like, okay, I just want to I'm scared to lose, or I don't want, like, I'm a risk taker, like being like, you feel me, like where I'm from is like we gotta take risks. So I just know that once them fight come up to the drawing board, I think that I'm gonna take every last one of them and I'm gonna wipe everybody out.
And so that was my other question, and you answered it for it, because that was my segue to my next question. Are you afraid to lose?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
I am. Only reason I'm gonna say that because I think that's like what make me into the fighter I am today. I'm definitely afraid to lose. I'm gonna be real with you. Like, I don't want to lose. I'm gonna fight whoever I gotta fight and do whatever it takes to win. I'm gonna do every last thing when it comes to boxing to win. But that don't mean, like, you feel me, I'm like scared of any big fights. I want all the big fights. Like, I want every big fight. It's just I am like I don't want to lose. Like, losing got to do something to me. Like, you feel me? Like, when I lost the
Right.
Olympics,
Yeah, for sure.
turned me like an animal. Like, losing the Olympics turned me into like who I am today, because it's like, shit, I can't feel that feeling again. I don't never want to feel that again.
Did you see the tweet that Sugar Ray Leonard put out, or he put a comment out saying
said that I lost? He thought I lost. He DM'd me too, and I told him and he was like I guess somebody told him that or something like that. But he said
So, but he came to your defense in his tweet, and he was saying it's hard for any fighter to lose, and he knows what it is to lose. I don't think he probably understood what was happening, but he did come to your defense.
He thought I lost.
Oh, okay, got you.
I had a loss that he don't even know about, and he DM'd me and like said, what did he say? He say, keep your head up and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, man, like, what you talking about? Like, I ain't had no loss. Like,
it all started from that kid Leno who posted.
On top of my,
say it again.
I said I'm on top of my game, so I was just confused. Like, threw me off.
Yeah, that's right. But how did it feel to get contacted from legends?
It feel good. I know they watching. I know that they paying attention. Sugar Ray Leonard been paying attention.
Right.
I saying my name a lot. Mike be saying my name, but he need to do an interview with me, man. He playing around, man.
Are you talking about Mike Tyson?
Yep.
Yeah, man. Look, call him. Be like, yo, get me on. Have Jay. One of them, he'll definitely get you on.
Yep.
But listen, so you've been calling, you've been active, you've been vocal, you've been saying to everybody that will listen that you want to fight the best.
Yeah.
But you're not disrespectful with it. You always toe the line of respect when you call these guys out.
Yeah, I think that's my problem too. I'm humble. I think nobody wants to see me be humble, but that's just who I am.
So you think people want to see a beast?
Yeah, they want me to get out of character.
Man, fuck all that
sweet
shit.
Like, I'm gonna keep being myself.
Fuck all that sweet shit. Get on their ass.
But how much of that do you think plays a part in building your profile and selling the fight?
I mean, it play a part. That's why I say I'm gonna be myself. So, like, when it's necessary, that's when, you feel me, I'm gonna have to like show out and, feel me, and let everybody know like I don't play certain stuff. But when it ain't necessary, I mean, you feel me, I'm gonna be humble and I'm gonna be myself at all times. So I ain't gonna lose myself trying to be something that I'm not.
So I can't see you, Chant.
My bad. I'm trying to close on. I told you I'm in the gym.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So. Oh, yeah. So you still actively training?
Yeah. Nah, I'm done. I'm about to get up out of here.
Oh, okay. So how often do you train when you don't have a fight?
Shit. See, I be trying to like hold myself back because you don't want to like burn yourself out.
Right.
So, but I be in the gym. Like I be in the gym. I can't keep out of the gym. Like all I think about is gym, and I get bored. And like all I want to be at is like in the gym, and like right now I just saw Valdez fight. It's like shit. It just got my mom like shit. Let's go. Like I gotta work. Like
yeah.
While he chilling right now, while he resting and getting his energy back, I gotta be working. I gotta be working that way. When it's time and they call me and say we gotta fight, shit.
It's a fight.
Yep, it's a fight. I'm already in shape. We just gotta do a little bit more. Do our
right.
Get ready.
So when you're not training, how far away do you go from your weight?
You said when I'm not training?
Yeah. Like when you don't have a fight, how much do you walk around? What's your weight?
I can't really tell you my walk around weight, but yeah, I'm putting it. I can't really tell you my walk around weight, but you feel me? But I'm good. I ain't like no fighter who get like fat.
Okay. But so all right, you don't have to tell me the walk around weight, but let's do a range. Is it between 5 and 20?
Yeah, it's between 5 and 20.
Okay, cool. So when you go back to the gym, it's not fat camp, it's just strategy.
Yeah, most definitely. When I get back in camp, it's just me, you feel me, peaking, like getting to the best, like getting at my best. Like right now when I'm like not in the gym, I ain't really at my best right now. I'm just, you feel me, I'm just working. But like when I'm in shape, I'm like eating right and everything going swell, and like right now I'm eating right, but I ain't eating like, feel me, like my camp stuff. Like I eat certain stuff in camp and stuff like that. So what the fuck is
so how often do you and Crawford spar?
Shit, we spar down there every camp. Every time he in camp or I'm in camp, we go work. Shit, Terrence one of the. Hey, Miss Johnson, you say my shoes? Oh, my slippers. I'm tripping. Like every time he in camp, I come spar him. Or now I be bullshitting. I'm supposed to be sparring him more, cause he come to every camp and spar me. Like every camp I fight, he come spar me. Hey, Miss Johnson, I'm out of here. Okay. Appreciate you too. I'm in this motherfucker by myself. Me and Coach Johnson.
That's working. Right. That's right.
Yep.
And that's how you get that work. So I mean, because for the people that always talk about your lack of a resume because they don't see big names, that's a casual thing, like you said. But I say to them, the sparring that you get will make up for any lack of a resume that they claim that you don't have. Because you sparred Lomachenko.
Yeah.
You sparred Terrence Crawford. Who else? Who else am I missing?
I spar everybody. There ain't nobody I didn't spar.
Yeah,
I spar everybody.
You and Devin Haney went at it. Did you and Ryan ever spar?
Nah, I fought Ryan in the amateurs though.
And how'd that go?
I won.
Get out of here. How come nobody ever talk about that?
Cause I ain't one of them fighters like, you feel me? Like a lot of fighters, cause they do it to me too. Like a lot of fighters who beat me, they'll live off like a certain name and go out there and be like, oh, I beat him in the amateurs, and like, but I'm not one of them fighters. Like all that amateur stuff don't really count. It's just, you feel me? Like that ain't really me. I ain't gonna just sit there and brag and be like, oh, I beat Ryan Garcia. Nah, Ryan, a good fighter right now, and me and him gonna make a lot of big money if we fight later on down the line. That's how I look at it. That amateur shit ain't got nothing to do with nothing right now. Like He got better, I got better.
Yeah, man. I love that mentality, bro. And that's what I said. People don't even understand how actually mature you are in the sport. And I think it has. Oh, I'm still here.
Oh, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Yeah,
I can hear you
said
now.
people don't understand how mature you are, and I think it
Yeah.
has a lot to do with the people you associate with.
Yeah, I think it got a lot to do with my family though. Like, I'm a big family man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, but I mean, there's certain people that I associate with that help out. But I'm a big family man. Like my mother and all my family, like my grandfather and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
I had to learn real fast.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Man, listen, Shakur, bro, I'm so excited for you and your future, man. I'm so looking forward to this. And again, and for anybody that's listening, I have nothing but respect for all fighters, Oscar Valdez, everybody. I just think that this fight will be amazing. And I think that, you know, I love to see young guys like yourself, like Ryan Garcia, like Teofimo Lopez, all those guys, all of you. And I honestly believe none of you are afraid to fight each other.
Nah, I agree with that. Everybody, it's a bunch of dogs. We in a different kind of era. We ain't in like I ain't gonna disrespect Floyd, but we ain't in Floyd era. Like we in the era where it's like Sugar Ray Leonard,
right?
Kind of where it's like everybody is dogs and there's so many good fighters and everybody had to fight each other.
Yeah, I agree with that, man. And I'm looking forward to it, bro. Listen, man, I ain't gonna hold you up because I know you just got through training. I just wanted to talk a little bit with you. I appreciate you for coming on, taking the time out of your schedule to chop it up with me, Boxing Sweet Science 2.0. And bro, when you get that fight announcement, can you hear me? When you get that fight announcement, make sure you come back and let me know, bro. We probably lagging because of you moving, but I'm going to hold on for a little bit longer. Yeah. All right. He left. So,
Well, there you have it, man. That's pretty much it for the Shakur Stevenson. I think Shakur ready for all them guys. We just got to see it. But yeah, man, I think Shakur Stevenson, man, he ready for all them dudes, man. Bro. Valdez, Lomachenko, JoJo Diaz, whoever got a belt. It's about time, man. And I'm with Fresh BX, man. All that resume shit, man. I don't hear nothing about that, man. Valdez vacated his 126 title, so he didn't have to fight Shakur Stevenson. Now Shakur Stevenson back on his ass again. So let's see, man. Let's go ahead and get the fight made. Till next time, y'all know what it is. Yes, sir. I'm out this thing. Peace out.